Good morning, everybody, and welcome to MarketStream.live. We're going to take a look at the overnight action in Asia. I hope everyone had a wonderful, well-rested weekend. The weather was nice, hopefully in your area. But let's jump right in and take a look at Asia, because right now the headlines are inundated with geopolitical situations. We have the United States basically moving in a naval strike force called Carl Vinson into the Korean Peninsula area. That was a group that was based in Singapore right now. They were visiting there. That also then got the Russians moving some more ships, and we also have the Syrian conflict continuing to heat up as well. So we have a lot of geopolitical issues going on. But when we take a look at the Nikkei overnight, it finished up off of its best levels. It actually finished the session right now up 0.7% at 18,797. Again, still a lot of work to be done, and was off of its best levels for the session. Really, the catalyst for the Japanese markets right now was nothing more than a weakening yen. The dollar strength across the board has weakened most of the global currencies, and the yen is still struggling right now. Excuse me. You can see that it finished off of its best levels. It's right off of the 20-day moving average right now, coming in for the yen, and taking a look at the ETF that tracks the yen, FXY. So if you want to watch the currency and potentially position in the currency, either long or short, right now the bulls are in control in the yen, but it's pullback. Watch the 86.28 level on this yen ETF. Taking a look at the Shanghai Composite, really, again, a lackluster session. The Shanghai Composite finished down 0.5% at 3269.39. What's notable here is that the Chinese Insurance Regulatory Commission, the head of that group entity in China, he was removed. There has been a lot of circulation about that there's some graft rules that were considered broken. Basically, he broke some rules, whether it's bribery or whatnot. Again, I don't know what the actual circumstances are, but when you hear that kind of headline, that means that there was something improper that was going on. He was removed. The markets didn't move that much in China. What was also notable is that the People's Bank of China did not infuse any capital into the markets. Again, that would be for the 9th straight session. Taking a look at Hong Kong, resting right on that 20-day moving average. Nothing notable within either the financial or the property areas, but with this move with the CIBC or CIRC head being removed, let's see if that actually puts a ripple into Hong Kong. Finished the session basically flat at 24,262. So flat session there, uninspired. And I think they're also watching a lot of the global headlines, especially after President Xi and President Trump met. There seems to be some kind of consolidations. There are considerations that are being taken by both sides, especially on trade. But because of the geopolitical headlines that are coming across because of Korea and because of Syria, anything that would be coming out of those meetings was basically muted overnight. In India, though, we did have some interesting action there. The Indian markets did finish down about 0.4%, down 130 at 29,575. What's notable is that the Gartner Incorporated group, this is a group that advises on technology and does a ton of research and puts out reports on IT growth. And one thing that they did do is they came out with some new estimates for growth in IT infrastructure spend for Indian companies that would outsource. And they basically said that they reevaluated their 2017 forecast, and they ratcheted it down from growth of 2.7% to 1.4%. So that was a dramatic pullback from what they were anticipating. A lot of that was put on the fact that the cloud and the growth of the cloud is starting to temper and actually stifle some of that growth in that space. So we're going to watch that. But Gartner did come out. Sensex was down 0.4% overnight. Let's see if that actually rolls through into the technology sector here, both in the United States and in Europe. All right, folks, that is it for the overnight action report for Asia. Join me at 8:45 Eastern Time here at MarketStream.live. I'm going to be talking about everything that's going on in Europe, and there's quite a bit. See you then.